So before we begin, we are keeping some time because normally we don't get question answer time on regular days. So if any of you have a question, feel free to ask. We'll begin our regular program in about 8 minutes. So Radha Danaik, you have a question? No. Go ahead. No.
Namaste, Dr. Rajan. How are you?
Good.
So you just read my mind. I was going to ask you, this is a little personal. I'm not able to attend your sessions or our sessions in its entirety on weekdays. But like I have told you before, I do practice most of the routine in the morning, sans that 20 minutes meditation that I don't have that much time. But when I come back, I do try to get as much as I can, especially the meditation and the Bhastrika, because for me, both of them go together. But, of course, it has been a long work day and it's, you are tired. And you have planted that in our minds that it is always effective when we practice the whole cycle. So my question is, when I don't have time and I am joining you towards the end of the practice, what are a couple of exercises that I can do prior to doing Bhastrika and meditation?
I have a different way of looking at it.
Okay.
You see, throughout the day, you're doing so many different things, right?
Yes.
So how about whatever practices, whatever you're doing before you come and join for Bhastrika and meditation, why don't you make that itself a practice for yourself that helps you? So what happens is, the key to it is, whatever you're doing, there shouldn't be haste in your mind. Because when you are working on anything, it doesn't matter whether you're driving the car, whether you're cooking or you're doing something with your child, whatever it may be. So if you do it with that kind of a thing, then in which case what happens is, you will find that exercise itself will align your spine. You will keep a kind of a steady spine. And because of the way you talk or whatever interaction there'll be calmness and peace coming in right from that activity. So each day, does your activity differ or is it the same activity before you come?
No, every day is different because this year I'm working with very young children and I also have students of special needs in my class. So yes, it is. There are days when people are throwing desks and shows at me, and then there are days when everything is wonderful.
Okay. So when people are throwing stuff at you, what do you do to the stuff that are coming towards you?
See, we just know. And I think when you are working in those circumstances, you are very thankful and you look at them as a child who doesn't know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know how to explain it. We just know it. We know it is not us. It is just,
I know, but how how do you handle it? In the sense, you just let it pass, you let it happen and let it pass. Is that how you deal with it?
80% of the times.
Okay.
20% I think, okay, this is my last year.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, when things are being thrown to you, do you dodge them or anything like that?
Yeah, it is a natural instinct, Dr. Rajan. I think any of us will do that.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so you know, uh, I can, when you are in that kind of a situation where you have to anticipate anything can happen any moment, that is not a good conducive atmosphere to make that activity into yoga.
Right.
So, but anything that is a regular activity, you can make that into a yoga exercise. Almost anything that you work with. So, my suggestion for you is, if you can do anything to keep your spine aligned,
Okay.
that will perhaps be the best thing you can do before going on to Bhastrika and meditation.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Rajan.
You're welcome. And now for meditation, what do you do for your meditation? Do you use a personal mantra?
You had given me a personal mantra, and
You use it?
long ago,
Hmm.
long ago you had given me, and then I got sick with COVID, and it just went. I forgot all about it. But because I practice, my meditation goes on for a little bit longer than over here with you.
Hmm.
I use a different recording, but I do Hai Mem Om, like you have suggested,
Haim
for
Om works for you. That's good enough for you.
for large part of it.
Yeah, it works.
Okay.
Very nice. Any other quick questions? So, Dalpat Patel ji, you want to say something? You have to unmute yourself, Dalpat ji.
Sorry. Now, namaste. Sutra number 417,
Uh-huh.
Purusa,
Uh,
Purus,
uh,
inner self, right?
uh-huh.
So this why they use the gender as a male gender as a Purus. And Chitta and Purusa, explain that thing again a little bit brief. The God knows only Chitta thing. That's what I recall something when you say that time.
See, what it is Purusha, while you're right that commonly people think in terms of male, that is not the spiritual meaning of Purusha. Purusha means that entity that does not change, that is constant there all the time. And the idea of Prakriti is that which changes all the time. So this is the basic distinction between the word Purusha. So it is not referring to male or female in the spiritual context. And of course, you can understand the reason the word Purusha is used for male, it is a derivative from the spiritual side, where for the energy cycle of the male is constant throughout as long as they have proper mental balance, whereas on the other hand the female body during childbearing years has a natural cycle, that a monthly cycle that it goes through. So that is the yes, so that is the way in which we understand. Did I answer your question?
Yes, and how about the Chitta? Chitta is a phrase and only knows my God or something, what you say?
No. Chitta is your programmed being. Okay. So, in other words, what we are seeing you over here, everything we see of Dalpat Patel over here is your Chitta. Your Chitta expresses in the form of what you look like. Your Chitta with the program running, creates gray hairs for you. So so whatever else, or lack of it, or whatever. So the thing is basically the Chitta is the one that ages you. And the chitta is the one that gives you the growth factor. Chitta is the one that makes you think the way you do. And you're unique in the way in which you think, which will probably be different from the way even your other family members think in some matters. So the chitta is the one that gives the nature of your voice. Chitta is the one that enables your eyes to see. So it is the entire programmed entity is chitta. And so the chitta's component is all sensory abilities and everything that you can say whereby you define yourself as a living being. All of that is included in the chitta.
Okay. Yeah, it's clear now. I was thinking something else about chitta, So, all right.
Can you,
Good. Thank you, doctor.
excuse me, can you say Atma is Chitta?
What is that? Atma is not
Atma.
chitta.
What is Atma then?
Atma is simply your transmitter within you that connects into the cosmic center.
Okay.
So in other words, it's only a transmitter with no other program attached to it.
Mm.
And when programs becomes attached to it, that is when it becomes the chitta.
Okay.
So chitta is your personality?
But that, if you put it that way, that is being very specific. It is much, much more than that.
Okay.
It is effectively all the everything within you, from your birth to leaving the body, the entire aging process, how you think, the way you talk, and how your body digests food, the illnesses you get, everything is chitta. So it is, that's why it's more than the personality.
Yes. True.
Okay, so let's begin with the chakra vibrations. Bring your awareness to the perineum and pressing on the little finger. Let's begin with Lam. Take a deep breath in.
Lam.
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 Lam. Release the fingers, continue. Bring your awareness an inch or so above the perineum, and there we do Vam, pressing on the ring finger with the thumb. Let's take a deep breath in. Vam. Release the fingers and continue. Now bring the awareness behind the navel, and here we do rum, pressing on the middle finger with the thumb. Take a deep breath in. Rum. 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 Release the fingers and continue. Rum. Bring your awareness to the middle of the chest, in between the breasts, and there we do yum, pressing on the index finger with the thumb. Yum. 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 Release the fingers and continue. Yum. Now, bring the awareness to the throat, and here we do hum, thumbs up, loose fist. Hum. Release the hand and continue. Yum. Were we in hum, right? Yeah. Hum. Bring the awareness to the middle of the head, and there we do chum, thumbs up, loose fist. Chum. 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 Release the hands. Continue. Chum. Chum. Last time. Chum. Top of the head, we do Om, thumbs up, loose fist. Om. 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 Release the fingers. Continue. Om. 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 Last time. Om. Now we go on to the Ujjayi Pranayama, the happy face breathing. If any of you feel tightness in any joints, you can feel free to stretch it, whether it is wrist or legs or shoulders. And if the tightness is in the shoulders and you have been doing Ujjayi Pranayama for a while, you can simply do it like this. That was the inhale. Exhale. That will loosen the shoulders as well.
Anchors.
One question. Go ahead. Rajanji, one question I have is, like, Vijay, you're breathing through the mouth or through the nose?
Only nose. If you have to ask me this question after so many days, that's a very difficult doubt. Only nose. There is no breathing with mouth of any kind.
Okay. All right.
Now bring your awareness behind the lowermost part of the sternum, and from there feel a rising vibration through the middle of the body going out of the top of the head. And the vibration feels like three syllables: Haim Em Am. So feel the flow: Haim Em Am, Haim Em Am, Haim Em Am. Now bring the awareness to the lungs and mentally vibrate. Haim, Haim, Haim.
Okay. All right. So thank you, Dr. Rajan, for the time. Namaskar, everyone, and hello again. So I just wanted to announce the launch of a new program from Life in Yoga, and we have chosen to call it a Health Rejuvenation Membership. And here's the flyer for the program, and we are looking to start January 1. And in this Health Rejuvenation Membership program, what we're doing is we are providing some additional services on top of our yoga therapy program. And what does it involve? It involves a membership-based yoga therapy. And that means that you can have yoga therapy all year round. And it starts with a quarterly nadi testing. And so you can get your nadis tested every quarter. You can get and you can book appointment anytime. You can get a quarterly consultation with Dr. Rajan, so you can discuss your recent health issues and your progress on your conditions with the therapist. And you also have an option for a monthly follow-up and access to a therapist as needed. And on the basis of that, we give you a personalized yoga protocol that keeps evolving, and that is tailored to your evolving needs, and that keeps evolving as you go through quarterly nadi testing and stuff. And to practice that personalized yoga protocol, we are launching a on-demand online yoga portal. And you can go on that online portal. You can log in through your member page. You can fill your forms there, and you can communicate with your therapist there, and you can go and practice all the exercises that you want to do right there. And so by doing that, for people who are who have chronic illnesses, who are older and want to have a regular follow-up with a yoga therapist and to keep a tab on their health, this is an excellent opportunity to do so. So here's the registration link, and please, you can this is there. It's a Google form that you can go and fill, and this is item number 6 on your daily reminder email starting today. So you can just go to your daily reminder email and you scroll to the bottom. The item number 6 will be this. You click on this Google form and you can fill it out. It looks something like this. And in this form, you can fill your email, name, phone number, and what kind of subscription do you want, your age group. and that gets taken care of. All right. And now, the important things, how much does this membership cost? So if you take an annual subscription for the entire year, it costs you $1,280 per year. And this is a 20% discount from a fee of $1,600 that you would pay if you pay monthly. Or you can take a monthly subscription where you'll have to pay a first initial fee of $500. And then for the remaining 11 months, you pay $100 per month as a subscription fee. You can also pay via quarterly checks. And for that, you'll have $650 as the initial upfront payment, and then $250 for every subsequent quarter that you pay. And for the locations, people who are in Toronto, Boston, upstate New York, Philadelphia, Delaware, New Jersey, or in the mid-Atlantic region, Maryland, Washington, DC area, Northern Virginia area, and towards on the eastern seaboard towards the south, Atlanta, Florida. And in Florida, we have 3 or 4 different locations, Daytona Beach, Tampa, Orlando, Melbourne, Fort Lauderdale, and Miami. You can also, in Texas, we have volunteers in Houston.
You're missing Dallas. Include Dallas in there.
Oh, we are missing Dallas. Okay. And we have Houston, Dallas, we have South Bend, Indiana, we have Phoenix, Arizona. And on the West Coast, we have San Jose, San Francisco Bay Area as well. So all these locations, people who are here, they can take this membership. And now I'm going to show the on-demand yoga therapy, this portal. And on this portal, as you see, there are buttons on the left, and there's one section that is therapist recommended videos. You click on it and all your personalized protocol, all your exercises are there. And then there are general videos. So what you have to do, you just click on those videos, they get added to your playlist, and then you hit play, and Dr. Rajan's pre-recorded videos will show up there in a string, and you can just practice there. And what that does, even if it is you don't have time to do it with the class, or you have specialized protocol of specialized exercise for a specified amount of time, you can do that with this on-demand portal. And here you can also communicate with the therapist. You can also fill up your forms, and you can schedule an appointment and all this. So it becomes a one-stop shop for all your needs as a member on this Health Rejuvenation membership. So thank you, Dr. Rajan, and thank you all, and hope many of you would be interested in taking this membership. Feel free to go on your daily reminder email. Item number 6 is that form, Google form, where you can fill it out and subscribe to the program. Thank you all.
So let's continue with our spinal alignment. So those of you who want to bring your hands behind the back can do that. And as you exhale, inhale, expand the chest. And as you exhale, gently tilt the head, bring one ear towards the shoulder. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, tilt the other way, and continue. Last exhalation, inhale, come back. And as you exhale, turn your head and look over one shoulder. Inhale, come back. Exhale, turn the other way. Inhale, come back, and continue. Last exhalation. Inhale, come back to the center. With the next inhalation, lift up the chin, take the head back. And as you exhale, bring the chin down towards the chest and continue. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Bring the chin down toward the chest and let's go 360 degrees around the neck. Inhale, half a circle, and exhale, complete the circle and continue. Last inhalation and last exhalation. And let's go in the opposite direction. Last inhalation and last exhalation. And now we go on to the shoulder exercise. Inhale, lift up one shoulder. Exhale, rotate it back and bring it down. Inhale, lift up the other shoulder. Exhale, bring it down. Continue. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Now let's stretch out the hands in front of you. Inhale, lift up the palms and stretch out the fingers. Exhale, thumb in and make a downward facing fist. Inhale up and stretch. Exhale down. Continue. Inhale and exhale, and we go around the wrist. Inhale, half a circle, and exhale, complete the circle, and continue. Now let's go reverse. Last inhalation and last exhalation, elbows in line with the shoulders. We go around the wrist, opening out the palms and then closing it and making the fist again. Continue. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Come down. Last inhalation and last exhalation, and let's go reverse. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Interlock the fingers, bring it behind the head, and as you exhale, twist to one side, inhale, come back. Exhale, twist the other way, inhale, come back, and continue. Now get hold of the elbows behind the head, and as you exhale, pull on one elbow, inhale, come back up. Exhale, pull on the other elbow, inhale, come back up, and continue. Last exhalation, inhale, release. Now bring the hands behind the back, get hold of the elbows. Take a deep breath in, expand the chest, and as you exhale, twist. Inhale, come back. Exhale, twist the other way. Inhale, come back. Continue. Last exhalation. Come back facing the front. Now get hold of the hips behind the back. And as you inhale, push on one hand and make a backward arch. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, push on the other hand and make a backward arch. And exhale, come forward. Continue. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Now we cross the leg, one leg over the other, get hold of the knee, and as you exhale, pull it over to the opposite shoulder and turn the other way. Inhale, release. Exhale, pull and turn. Last exhalation, pull and turn. Inhale, release. Now let's cross over the other way. Exhale, pull the other way. Inhale, release. Last exhalation, pull and turn. Now we can stand up, and as we inhale, we will bend at the knee. Inhale and exhale. Last inhalation and last exhalation. And we can bring our hands behind the back. And those of you who don't have balance, you can sit on the chair and do it. Others, inhale, standing up, pull back the shoulders, lift up the chin. And as you exhale, lean forward, keeping the chin up and back straight, only bending at the hip. Inhale and exhale. Take a deep breath in and come up. And you can take your seat. And now we can lift up, hold one leg under the knee, and we go around the ankle, and we also go around the whole knee as well. So go around the whole knee, making big circle. Let's go reverse direction. We can shift to the other leg and do the same. Now we can do the shoulder exercises both together. Inhale, lift up both the shoulders. Exhale, rotate it back and bring it down. Keep it as a very relaxing exercise. And as you do this exercise, as you inhale, bring your awareness right to the hairline in the middle of the forehead. And as you exhale, feel the awareness going downward. Continue. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Now you can look at the nostrils and see how the breath is. For most of you, it should be approximately equal. If for anybody it is not equal, start inhaling from the nostril with less breath and exhale to the other nostril. So continue. Now let's do 5 to 10 breaths of the Bahya Kumbhaka. So as you exhale, pull up the pelvic floor, and you know the routine. Let's begin with inhalation. Exhale, pull up the pelvic floor, take the abdominal area in, empty the chest, and bring the chin down to the chest. Inhale whenever you're ready. complete inhalation and then begin the exhalation again, pulling up the pelvic floor in the same routine. Now, finish with the last exhalation, and then thereafter we will go on to Bhastrika Pranayama. So let's begin with our first round of Bhastrika. Let's begin with exhalation. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. Exhale. 30. Exhale. 40. Exhale. 50. Exhale. 60. Exhale. 70. Exhale. 80. Exhale. 90. Exhale. 20. Exhale. Take a deep breath in through the right nostril, hold the breath, and exhale through the left nostril. Let's go on to the second round of Bhastrika. Let's begin with exhaling. Exhale.
Excuse me. How about breathing exercises? No, the other exercise. The one you do,
Final mantra is asking about.
Oh, yes, final
Oh,
mantra.
yes. So we'll carry on with the spinal mantra then. Yes, thank you.
And
We do the 7 mantras from the feet and ankle to the knees to the lowermost part of the spine, which is in between the buttocks and the back, and then the lumbar spine, the thoracic spine, the cervical spine in the neck, and in the back of the head, in the very top, called the Shikha point. The mantra for the feet and neck are the same, that is Aim. Now let us begin from the feet and ankle with mantra Aim, moving to knees where we vibrate Shim, and move on to the base of the spine where we do Jim. Aim, Shim, 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 Jim. Now we move from the base of the spine to the lumbar region, then to the thoracic or the back region of the spine with Jim, Jaim, Haim. So let's go. Jim, Jaim, Haim. 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 Now we move from the thoracic spine to the spine and the neck to the back of the head with Haim, Aim, Om. Let's go. Haim, Aim, Om. 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 Now we do all the 7 mantras in sequence, starting from the feet and ankle. Aim, Shim, Jim, Jaim, Haim, Aim, Om. 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 I'm Shim Jim Jam I'm 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 Om. Now we can go on to the next round of Bhastrika. Let's begin. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 13. Exhale. 14. Exhale. 15. Exhale. 16. Exhale. 17. Exhale. 18. Exhale. 19. Exhale. And 20. Exhale. Take a deep breath in through the right nostril, hold the breath, and then exhale to the left. Let's go on to the next round. Let's begin with exhalation. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 13. Exhale. That was 12. So now 13. Exhale. 14. Exhale. 15. Exhale. 16. Exhale. 70. Exhale. 80. Exhale. 90. Exhale. And 20. Exhale. Take a deep breath in through the right nostril, hold the breath, then exhale to the left. We can go on to one more round. Let's begin with exhalation. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. And 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 13. Exhale. 14. Exhale. 15. Exhale. 16. Exhale. 17. 18. Exhale. 19. Exhale. 20. Exhale. 21. Exhale. 22. Exhale. 23. Exhale. 24. Exhale. 25. Exhale. 26. Exhale. 27. Exhale. 28. Exhale. 29. Exhale. 30. Exhale. 31. Exhale. 32. Exhale. 33. Exhale. 34. Exhale. 35. Exhale. 36. Exhale. 37. Exhale. 38. Exhale. 39. Exhale. 40. Exhale. 41. Exhale. 42. Exhale. 43. Exhale. 44. Exhale. 45. Exhale. 46. Exhale. 47. Exhale. 48. Exhale. 49. Exhale. 50. Exhale. 51. Exhale. 52. Exhale. 53. Exhale. 54. Exhale. 55. Exhale. 56. Exhale. 57. Exhale. 58. Exhale. 59. Exhale. 60. Exhale. 61. Exhale. 62. Exhale. 63. Exhale. 64. Exhale. Exhale. 80. Exhale. 90. Exhale. And 20. Exhale. Take a deep breath in through the right nostril, hold the breath, then exhale through the left. Mentally tell yourself, I give up all ideas and concepts and I care about nothing. I let go of everything. I let go of everything. I let go of everything. Feel the lightness come to your shoulders as you let go of everything. Perhaps the head also feels lighter. If you have a personal mantra, focus on it. Otherwise, feel a rising vibration from behind the lowermost part of the sternum going up and out of the top of the head. And the vibration feels like Haim Im Om. And we will have Om playing in the background. Mentally affirm to yourself, as an instrument of the cosmic flow, may I be guided to fulfill the purpose for which I am born. With that as the thought, become aware of the senses from the top of the body all the way down to the bottom of the feet. The senses given to us to fulfill the purpose for which we are born. Whenever you're ready to open your eyes, raise the palm of your hands and look straight into the palm of your hands when you open your eyes. Today being Sunday, we have our discussion time from now for another half an hour or so. So if people have any questions, any thoughts, what you would like to talk about, feel free to ask a question. You can unmute yourself and speak up.
Could you please answer the question on the chat box, please?
Sure, I can answer.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Can I do Kapalbhati instead of Ujjayi to energize myself up? I sleep on the left side. Would do Ujjayi work to make me fall asleep? Okay. See, you have asked me a very specific question regarding yourself.
Okay.
The answer is, I don't think either one is going to help you as much, but the Ujjayi will probably have a more energizing impact on you, particularly when you're feeling sleepy to come out.
Mhm.
The other one you can try is the Bhastrika, but I wouldn't recommend Kapalbhati for you.
Mm.
Now, the next question you have is, if the flow is from the left nostril does it mean that the artistic brain is getting less air? Air is not what the brain gets. Brain gets stimulation. So the air blowing is only an indicating of the stimulation. Yes, the answer is yes, less stimulation. Besides relaxing, what is the benefit of Bhastrika? Okay. Bhastrika has to be understood in terms of it increases energy and the supply of energy available in the body. And our yogic definition of stress is whenever there is a greater demand for energy in the system relative to what is available, there is stress. So you can reduce stress by two ways. One is to calm the mind and reduce the demands. The other is by increasing the availability of energy. So Bhastrika is focused on increasing the availability of the energy. So once the availability of energy increases to a point, it also brings calmness within yourself, because what happens is the instability created in the body is because of the stress in there, because of insufficient energy to meet the demands of all that are coming in. Now, one thing about Bhastrika is, if Bhastrika is done by a person who has a mental health issue, sometimes it can lead for that person to go into a even more of a unstable mental health state, because the Bhastrika increases the overall energy level. That is the reason we always do alternate nostril breathing before we begin Bhastrika. But of course, here we are doing many more things than that. The chakra vibrations and the Ujjayi pranayam and the spinal alignment are all designed to bring the balance before we do Bhastrika. So now what happens is, once the body system is relaxed or becomes stress-free, automatically many things start improving in the body. In fact, the physiological understanding of the benefit of yoga is through deep relaxation, it strengthens the immune system. And because of that, strengthening the immune system and giving greater vitality, wherever deficiencies may be there in the body, many of them can get taken care. So if you ask the question, other than relaxation, what is the benefit of Bhastrika? The answer is, if you are relaxed, you can find every other benefit in your body and mind.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. Thank you, Dr.
You're
Rajan.
welcome. Any other question?
Rajan, I have a question. If
Yes.
the energy level goes up, why do they get more mentally unstable?
See, the thing is basically, the key part is there are, for mental health issues, there is a neurological component to it. So what happens is, if a person has an imbalance in their nervous system communication, and you simply give more energy to it, it's not going to help. Right? Because what is happening is the nervous system is going to trigger how to work with that in a different way.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. Actually, I can actually give you live examples of these. You see, for people who suffer from epilepsy, Bhastrika pranayam can have a potentially an effect that can trigger epilepsy too. Actually, the right way is it can trigger a epileptic seizure is what I should have said. Yeah. Any other question? Yeah, go ahead.
Narayanji,
Yeah. Speak up.
Dr. Narayanji, when you want to do mudra, how long can you perform a mudra for?
As long as you like, there is no restriction. As long as it feels comfortable for you.
Okay, it doesn't have like a time, how
No.
many minutes or so.
No,
Thank you.
actually, you should. If you are asking what is the minimum amount of time you should do, that I can answer.
Okay, yes, then yeah.
Okay, the minimum amount of time you should do is for about 2 minutes or so.
Okay.
But you can do as long as you wish.
Like 10 minutes or
Oh,
so.
yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. So, Vedji, go ahead.
Question I had was in the spinal mantra, in the recording you say that the feet and the neck are the same, Haim.
Yeah.
But isn't it the upper thorax rather than the neck that is Haim?
And not upper thorax. You're talking of Haim?
Haim, yeah.
Haim is actually thorax.
So, Vedji, go ahead. So, in the other one, you say, in the spinal mantra, you say it's the neck.
That is Aim. There's a difference between Haim with an H and a Aim.
Yeah, okay. So, when you said that Haim is on the feet and the neck.
No, not Haim. Aim.
Oh, Aim. It's Aim.
So let's look at it this way. Aim, Shim,
Okay,
Jim,
so Aim.
Jaim, Haim, Aim, Om.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Mr. Polani, you want to say something? No, you had yourself unmuted. No problem. Anybody else, any questions? Oh, there is one that came. Which breathing process can help the spine the most? So, if you ask a question like that, what kind of help do you want for your spine is the question I will ask.
We are doing all the
I was thinking
Oh, there is one that
Yeah, I have.
process can help the spine the most. There are two people talking. Mr. Polani, can you just hold a moment? What kind of help do you want for your? Okay. So go ahead.
We are doing a Bhasrika and we are doing Kapal Bharti and we are doing Bahya Kumbhak also. So which process will help the spine get, some improvement in the
What is
spine?
the problem in the spine?
Spinal pain and stenosis, if that is
Okay.
the thing. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So now that you have asked that question specifically, you see,
This will help the spine get.
okay. Janaki Ram Polani, you have something else playing in your background, so please don't unmute yourself. Okay. So, okay. So coming back, for stenosis, the key problem in stenosis that leads to pain is that the channel through which the nerves are traveling have become narrow. And the only way to loosen that up is when you do these spinal alignment exercises. So,
Okay, my
okay. So the only way in which you can do is when you do the spinal alignment exercises, you go, we bend forward, backward, and all of that. Those are the exercises that will help you most for spinal stenosis. Okay?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong.
Yeah, Mr. Patel, you want to say something?
Yes. Only question we ask on the yoga or something else?
No, let's limit to yoga. Well, what do you want about something else?
About the Arjuna asking the God, right? The Sita
Oh, that is fine. That is all part of yoga. No
All
problem.
right. Sita Pragna, this is 54 sloka number. Sita
Yeah.
Pragna ka vasa samadhista kesava.
Hmm.
Kitinga kim prabhati te kima sit vrajyate kimo. Who will be the Sita Pragna and how to get there?
Who will be the Sita Pragya? The
Yeah.
definition of it, one who is not affected by things that come and hit them.
So how to reach that?
How to reach that?
Yeah.
You're asking about the spiritual process in yoga. Okay? The more spiritually aware you become less reactive. We like to say in yoga, your spiritual progress is controlled by 3 elements. One element is what we call as the amount of programs you have within you. More the programs that you have within you, all the things are coming and hitting, right? So you have to deal with it. So what happens is, if think of it in terms of the time you were young. When you were young, you had so many things to do, and you got married, you had children, you had a career to take care of, and so many things running about, no time for anything. And so this way, when you're running around, where do you have the time to sit quietly and be non-reactive? Every time, you have to react, jump up and move. And so that is the way. So when you have a lot of programs hitting you, it's a lot more difficult not to be reactive.
Okay.
Now, when you have a lot of, so the lesser the programs, as the programs dissipate through the process of life itself, right? The longer you live, programs dissipate and go. Then in which case, as you have the less amount of programs inside you, which we say is less amount of karma and kleshas inside you, then it becomes easier to meditate and have cosmic connectivity. So the higher cosmic connectivity you have, by asking questions, slowly your Atma Vidya increases. The Atma Vidya is not mental analysis of the nature of existence. Atma Vidya is what is called innate awareness of the nature of existence. And that happens automatically. As the innate awareness grows, you become less reactive. And as the innate awareness grows and you become less reactive, there is less new karmas and programs forming and more are dissipating because you are able to be less reactive. That will increase your cosmic connectivity. So all three of them work together. The level of karma klesha, the connectivity, and the Atma Vidya, the three of the three together is the what enables you to go into that higher state of being Sthita Prajna.
Okay. Because in Gita, this slok, so many, I mean, Vidwan, they have explained differently, you know. There was no clear thing how, you know, what you said right now is just in short and sweet, is it clear, you know.
See, what happens is, it is very unfortunate. People who write a lot are thinking of many possibilities. Yeah, they are looking at it with the mind, not from a spiritual experience perspective. So, it is very interesting. One very famous person who is known in the field of yoga has written a book on the Yoga Sutras. In the Yoga Sutras, the sutra number 27 or 27 in the second chapter, it basically says that you have to cross the seven-fold boundaries in order to reach the state of prajna, right?
Yes,
and so I explained to you, it is the yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, because two sutras later he's bringing that up. And of course, when you have crossed yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, and dhyana, that's when you get samadhi, because prajna comes from samadhi, right? Now, this very famous person who is no longer alive, in his book, he writes, oh, the seven can mean seven worlds, the seven can mean seven colors, the seven can mean this. So he has gone on exploring seven can mean this, that, and everything all over the place. And it has really no meaning, because what it is the seven is specific to what Patanjali is mentioning over there. And people, when they think with their mind and not for experientially, they do this thing. So what can you do? So there's a question that came in the chat box. So let me take this question. Two questions came. Okay, 1 second. First is, do you believe in past karmas? Do we pay our debt in this lifetime? Of course, we believe in past karma. That is what the Yoga Sutra says. So do we pay our debt in this lifetime? Yes, but what is the meaning of debt? The meaning of debt is colored in your mind. So what happens is, when we read into a situation where either it is a pleasant situation or an unpleasant situation, that in which case that reactiveness creates an impression within you. And that impels you in your birth to come back to create same kind of situations. And until you reach a level of Atma Vidya where you don't react to the situation, the karmas will propagate. Whereas once you don't react, the karmas go away. So you can call it as paying our debt, which is something I don't like. It is not really paying a debt. It is really created by your own reactive nature, is how I would say it. Okay. So the next question we have here is, do these yoga practices help in vitamin and mineral deficiency like vitamin B12, etc.? Any comment on multivitamins, essentially from yoga perspective? Okay. Let me answer this question. You see, any vitamin, any mineral, anything that is there within you is simply a biochemical composition, right?
Yes.
And any biochemical composition is simply a bonding of different, ions which become, elements, and then, they combine into compounds or, various molecules and all of that, right? So the thing is basically, given enough time for the body to adapt itself, the body has the ability to produce whatever it needs. But if the body is not sync with its cosmic plan, then in which case it loses ability to adapt. So the thing is, I'm going to quote our very good friend, our former chair of our institute, Dr. Dilip Sarkar. And Dr. Dilip Sarkar said once in a CME course, if you take multivitamins, you produce more expensive urine. Okay? So if the vitamin cannot be kept in your body, it will go out in your urine. Okay? So the thing is, you see, the key part is, obviously, you see, if you are in a state of ill health, where there are certain vitamin deficiencies shown over there, I think it is appropriate to take the vitamin supplements for a finite period of time, but not unendingly. You see, a lot of people, because the body, if you keep on taking it, the body will lose its ability to produce it. Right?
Yeah.
So, but what happens is, to a certain degree, if you need it, you can take it. So that would be the suggestion.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We have a few doctors over here. Any comment on Dr. Sarkar's statement over there?
Not really. There is a condition called hypervitaminosis, where you have too much of the vitamins that can be toxic also. And whatever the body doesn't need, especially a lot of C and B12 and B6 and all that, what body can absorb only so much.
Yes.
There is like, if you take 100 milligrams, doesn't mean all the 100 milligrams are taken over.
Yes.
So naturally, most of them are excreted through the urine. So he's absolutely right on saying you have a hypervitaminized urine or an expensive urine. You have spent so much money on the vitamins. So
I agree with
it's
it.
a very appropriate
Very true.
comment.
Okay. Okay. So any other question?
So I had one more.
Go ahead.
For the carpal tunnel, what is the in yoga? Can we do things with the carpal tunnel to alleviate the sensations?
You see, that is a very interesting question you raise over here. You see, from a medical perspective, exactly. Actually, Dr. Malti Poddar is actually telling you what to do for carpal tunnel right over there. So the thing is, you see, what we know from yoga is, the moment you lift up your hand like this and stretch, it will immediately have a little bit of an effect on it to release. But along with that, if you do Ujjayi Pranayama, it will release it even faster. Okay? So now what happens is, the best practice I recommend for people is that they should lean forward, place it on the floor or on their chair. And if they're on the floor, the best sitting position is to have one leg to the back and the other leg folded in. So like if you think of Gomukhasana, where you have the knee folded in front, have one knee folded like Gomukhasana, the other one keep it back and lean on your hand. And you do the Ujjayi Pranayama. Do it for 10-15 minutes and do it for a period of 1 month daily for 15 minutes. Carpal tunnel, the pain and everything will go away.
Which way do you keep the hands, forward or
no, forward.
Forward. Okay.
Forward is the way to do it.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions?
I had a question.
Yes,
Is
go
it
ahead.
possible to do the slow Surya Namaskar that you do every day in our session, every session?
The morning session?
Yeah.
See, what happens is, sure, we can do it every day. It's not a problem. But, we'll see how people can cope up with, based upon who is over there and how to work with it, right?
Okay. All right. Yeah. Because
Yeah.
I think it is very beneficial
Yes,
for
yes.
joints and all.
Yeah,
And especially the balancing the body.
exactly. That is why I love that one. In fact,
Yeah,
it's
me
a very
too.
good idea. So, another question that is over here is, do 7 chakras have colors and music? Okay. Now, the thing is, you see, from the Tantra Yoga side, they attribute colors to each of the chakras. And in fact, if you think in terms of the rainbow colors, the 7 colors, starting with the violet, or ending with the red, or beginning with the red and ending with the violet. So the 7 colors, the Muladhara is supposed to be red, and the Sahasrara is supposed to be the violet color. Okay, so that's how people represent it. Whether it is that is perfectly true, everything is fine or not, I don't know. But whether the colors are there or not doesn't make any. It's not at all useful information for increasing your spiritual awareness.
So it doesn't affect the chakras at all also.
I don't think. What are you going to do with the colors? Are you going to visualize colors over there?
I don't know. When you do the chakra vibration, does the color affects, or how does color affects your?
Where is the color? Are you looking at something of a certain color with your eyes open somewhere?
That's what I was asking you.
Yeah. No. If you look outside, then you lose your effectiveness to focus inward.
Okay.
So color is irrelevant. And with respect to this music, well, the vibrations we are doing, that is the sound. Now, what happens is you need to also realize that there is a whole system of belief-based system called the Sri Vidya and Tantra system. And within those system, what they say is that each of the chakras, it's not one vibration. They have many. There are many petals, and each petal has a different letter. In fact, the entire Sanskrit letters, how many is it? Like 54 or something like that, right?
Yeah.
The entire Sanskrit letters is supposed to be embedded in the petals of the 7 chakras together.
Wow.
Okay. Actually, not 7, 6 chakras together. So they have counts of 4 in the Muladhara, 6 in the Swadhisthana, 12 in the Manipurka, or something like that. They have the various counts. So that's how it adds up to the full Varnamala of Sanskrit. And so sometimes when they do it from a puja perspective, they will do all those particular letters, they will vibrate. Okay. So I don't, actually, it is very interesting that when that vibration is done along with the beat of the mridanga, it has a very interesting effect, simply listening to the music.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you again. Yeah,
Yes, it has a very interesting cleansing effect on this thing. Actually, what I have found is that when it is done with the music, this thing, I have found that people who are mentally on the edge, they will feel completely cleansed off by it.
It becomes very blissful.
Yeah, that's right. And when we do the chakra vibration, The chakra vibration also, we have found the way we do it as very, very beneficial for the people with mental health conditions.
Yeah, yeah. The humming vibrates the mind in such a way that you feel betterment in your mind, body, mind, and spirit same time.
Yes,
Love that vibration.
that's right.
Dr. Rajan, which music you are talking about?
See, have you heard of a person called Shivanand Baba?
Shivanand Baba. I
Shivanand
think
Yogi?
so. Yeah, I think so. I heard about it.
Yeah, actually, he has some of this music. He says he initiates people into this and things like that. And he has created some audio, this thing.
Okay.
I have heard it from different people. I can see if I can find it for you if you want to hear what it feels like.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I will love to hear. Thank you.
Yeah.
Dr. Rajan,
Yes.
that music we can play during our cleansing. We do our chakra, and then if that music is very beneficial, we can play that while we're doing.
Why not? Whatever helps you, do it. Each
No,
individual person
I'm
is
saying
there.
you do it,
Yeah.
Aren't they easy?
So we'll end with this thought over here.
Okay.
So maybe next Sunday I will sing for you.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.